Ever wanted to play Monopoly without using cash? Hello everyone on YouTube, it's Jordan here again, and in this video I'm going to take a look at something different. Today I'm going to take a look at Monopoly Voice Banking Edition. And I'm in the UK, so this is the UK unit. Let me go see if I can find mine. So we're just going to be looking at the banking unit, which comes with the Monopoly set. So in the box, you should have several cards. I think the get out of jail free card's the only physical one you get. But the community and chance cards, they're all part of the banking unit, so you don't get those in your Monopoly set.
43 minutes
so
ago,
instead, let me get the banking unit. This is the, here we go, let me get it. So here's the banking unit. This is the top hat Monopoly voice banking unit. So this is all we're looking at today. So, we're going to be looking at this as though you were playing a game of Monopoly. So, how do we do this then? Well, let's take a look at the tokens here. So we're in demo mode. You've got 4 of these. Here is the
hello, say pass go or chance card.
We've got the car,
chance card. Hi.
the cat,
hello,
the dog,
say pass
and the dinosaur. So now that we know what tokens we've got, we're going to start a game. So we turn the switch to the play position.
Welcome, future millionaires. Press your tokens button to join the game, and I'll put $1,500 Monopoly dollars in your account.
So we're going to have the dinosaur.
Hello, T-Rex.
And the race car.
Welcome, race car.
Now, if you leave it for a bit, he'll ask anyone else playing, and if not, the game will start.
Okay, let's play.
So now we're in a situation. Dinosaur goes first, and he lands on a train ride space. Train ride.
You're going on a train ride. Advance to Pentonville.
So now that the dinosaur can advance to Pentonville, he'll have to buy that property. So what you do is, here's how you do it. You press the tokens button, in this case dinosaur, buy Pentonville.
Pentonville.
New version available. Click here for more info.
Okay, so dinosaur now owns Pentonville Road. So now the car is next, and he gets to go next. So let's say he lands on Marlborough. Buy Marlborough. No, next. No, I don't think Marlborough Street is on here.
Which property?
Mayfair.
Mayfair. It's yours for $400 Monopoly dollars.
So that's the basics of it. So now we've got 2 properties that have been bought by another property. So here's something that you're going to need to know. When you land on a property that is owned by somebody, for instance, let's say that the dinosaur lands on Mayfair, he'll have to pay race car the rent that is on Mayfair. So here's how it works. Dinosaur presses his token.
Notification jacket.
Pay rent on Mayfair.
Okay, you paid the race car $400 Monopoly dollars.
And that's it. So now let's take a look at someone. Let's take a look at another scenario. When passing, when you pass go or land on go, you need to tell the banking unit what has gone on. So here's a scenario. Race car rolls the dice and at some point on the board he's passed or land on go. So all he needs to say is pass go.
I added 200 to your account.
And there you go. Race car now has 200 Monopoly dollars in his account. So now it's Dinosaur's turn. And he lands on Park Lane. I don't know if Park Lane is in this version. Bye. Park Lane.
Park Lane is yours for 400 Monopoly dollars.
So now both Race Car and Dinosaur now have Park Lane. Now I'm going to cover what happens if you land on a trade space. So in the Monopoly Voice Banking Edition, there is a trade space. Let me put this close to the camera so you can hear it. Here's the Monopoly. You might be able to see the Monopoly board right here. So let's say you land on a trade space. So race car. So let's say race car wants to trade Mayfair with Dinosaur, for instance. All he needs to do is trade Mayfair.
For which property?
Park Lane.
Done. Swap Mayfair and Park Lane.
So now the race car now has Mayfair, and the race car now has Park Lane, and the Dinosaur now has Mayfair. So now let's carry on the game. Let's say since the race car's had its turn, it's the Dinosaur's turn. So the Dinosaur lands on another train ride square. Train ride.
You're going on a train ride. Advance to Fleet Street.
And now, because he's advanced to Fleet Street, he has the option of buying it. So we're not going to buy Fleet Street, and instead the property will go up for auction. But you're going to have to tell Mr. Monopoly that you want to auction off the property. So let's say you move your token to Fleet Street. Auction off Fleet Street.
Fleet Street is yours for 250 Monopoly dollars.
Okay, so for some reason auction isn't working. Let me try that again. Auction off Fleet Street.
T-Rex already owns Fleet Street.
Oh, so you already own Fleet Street. So now we'll have to try that again with another property. So let's say a race car now ends up going on a train ride. Train ride.
You're going on a train ride. Advance to Strand.
Here's another red property, Strand. So T-Rex already owns Fleet Street. Race car doesn't want Strand. So what race car needs to do? Auction off Strand. Here we go.
All right. Strand. The bid starts at 50. Press your button to bid.
So Dinosaur will bid.
T-Rex bids 50 Monopoly dollars. Anyone want it for 100 Monopoly dollars?
Let's say race car wants
Going
to.
once, going twice. Sold to T-Rex for 50 Monopoly dollars.
T-Rex now owns 2 red properties.
Notification jack in the box.
He only needs now Trafalgar. So now, let's say that race car lands on Trafalgar.
Notification jack in the box.
So here we go. Buy Trafalgar. Trafalgar Square.
Which property?
Regent Street.
Which property?
Oxford Street.
T-Rex owns Fleet Street.
Oh yeah, Fleet Street. I don't know what properties are on this version of Monopoly, but anyone who owns a UK Monopoly set with the voice banking, let me know in let me know in the comments. So, if so, you get the gist. If I don't know what properties are on this Monopoly board, but you do have some of the basics. So let's say a race car goes on another train ride. Train ride.
You're going on a train ride. Advance to Old Kent.
So race car has advanced to Old Kent. So now, all he needs to do is buy Old Kent.
Old Kent is yours for 50 Monopoly dollars.
And let's say T-Rex's turn now. He lands on a trade space. So now, all he needs to do is trade Mayfair.
For which property?
Old Kent.
Done. Swap Mayfair and Old Kent.
So now, Racecar now owns both Mayfair and Old Kent. So, build a hotel.
On which property?
Mayfair.
Put a hotel on Mayfair.
And let's say that dinosaur lands on Mayfair. So here goes. Pay rent on Mayfair.
You don't have enough cash to pay. Which property do you want to give Racecar?
Fleet Street.
Okay, now Racecar owns Fleet Street.
So that's what happens when you're in debt and you don't have the amount of money to pay. Another common thing is going to jail. So if any of your token is in jail, you'll have to either pay a get out of jail free card, or pay the 50 quid to get out of jail, or do roll consecutive doubles. So here's a scenario. So let's say Racecar landed on go to jail. All he needs to say is, get out of jail.
You paid 50. You're free. Take your turn.
And now Racecar gets his turn. Let's say he lands on a chance card. Chance card.
Chance card. Advance to Strand. Let me know if you pass go.
Let's say where he is, he passes go. He'll say what they did last time. And now he has the chance of buying Strand. So all he needs to say is, buy Strand.
T-Rex owns Strand.
So T-Rex owns Strand. So now Racecar has to pay T-Rex for landing on Strand. Pay rent on Strand.
Okay, you paid T-Rex 250 Monopoly dollars.
So 250 Monopoly dollars, and that's without the houses and hotels. So Strand still has a fair deal. So let's see. Who's winning? Oh, I don't know how. Right, let's say Dinosaur is going and he lands on Community Chest. I don't know if Community Chest is in this version. Community Chest. No, another chance card. Chance card.
Chance card. Sounds like you have a sore throat. I made you a doctor's appointment and took 50 from your account.
So, 50. So now he's lost 50. So now we're going to cover the end.
Notification jack in the box.
The end of a Monopoly game and what happens during that. So let's say don't forget, we've got the hotel on Mayfair. So let's say that race car lands on Mayfair. Pay rent on Mayfair.
But you own Mayfair.
Yeah, so if you try and pay rent on a property you already own, then there's no chance. So let's say Dinosaur pays rent on Mayfair and he has no properties. Pay rent on Mayfair.
You don't have enough cash to pay. Which property do you want to give Racecar?
Strand.
Okay, Now, Race Car owns Strand.
And let's say, now it's Dinosaur's turn. Let's say he lands on Go. Pass Go.
Adding 200 to your account.
And now it's Dinosaur's turn. He's in bad debt now because he's already lost 2 properties and has to give them to Dinosaur. So let's say he gets unlucky after a few rounds and lands on Mayfair a final time. Pay rent on Mayfair.
You don't have enough cash to pay. Which property do you want to give Race Car?
Fleet Street.
You don't own Fleet Street.
Park Lane.
You don't own Park Lane.
Old Kent.
Okay, now Race Car owns Old Kent.
So this is going to quickly get Monopoly done. You can't mortgage properties in this game. So that's not how it works this time around. So now it's Race Car's turn. And let's say he's going on another train ride. So all he needs to do is, remember, when you press your tokens button and you say the command, train ride.
You're going on a train ride. Advance to Whitehall.
And let's say that Race Car buys Whitehall. Because he landed on it and he doesn't own it. Buy Whitehall.
Whitehall is yours for 150 Monopoly dollars.
And now here's where things get interesting. We can ask Mr. Monopoly certain things. Mr. Monopoly, who's winning?
Race Car, you're winning. You could get a new paint job or a fancy new stereo system.
So that's how you can find out who's winning. Another thing you can do is check your balance. Mr. Monopoly, balance. Oh no, I don't.
Oops, I didn't catch that.
Let's try this again. Balance. Oh no. Check balance. I forgot how it goes. Mr. Monopoly, check balance.
Oops, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, if it doesn't understand the command, then that's what you'll get. So I forgot whose turn it is. It's Dinosaur's turn. Let's say he lands on another train ride space. I don't know what properties are on this board, so we'll have to do it this way. Train ride.
You're going on a train ride. Advance to Piccadilly.
So now he can buy Piccadilly. Now, I also forgot to mention that in order for you to go on a train ride, on the board you'll see railway properties. These are not for sale. If you land on these, you'll be going on a train ride according to the official rules. Now, you'll have a reference card with you, so always use that reference card because it could be helpful. So, Dinosaur's landed on Piccadilly, so all he needs to do is buy Piccadilly.
You don't have enough money.
So, he doesn't have Piccadilly now. He doesn't have the money. However, he can auction off Piccadilly. Auction off Piccadilly.
All right. Piccadilly, the bid starts at 50. Press your button to bid.
No one wants to bid for 50.
Notification Justin Ruland.
All right. Piccadilly, the bid starts at 50. Press your button to bid.
So let's say
You don't have enough money.
Dinosaur doesn't have enough money.
Race Car bids 50 Monopoly dollars. Anyone want it for 100 Monopoly dollars? Going once, going twice. Sold to Race Car for 50 Monopoly dollars.
So now, because Dinosaur is in a pretty bad state right now, he can't buy any properties, so he needs to get lucky. So let's say he rolls the dice and lands on chance. chance card.
Chance card. You won second prize in that singing contest. Here's the 50 Monopoly dollars.
So now he has a few Monopoly dollars. And now it's Dinosaur's turn. I mean Race Car's turn. So what he needs to do is, let's say he lands on another railroad. Again, I don't know what properties are on this board. Someone in the comments can help me out. Train ride.
You're going on a train ride. Advance to Whitechapel Road.
So now, Race Car can buy Whitechapel Road. Buy. Whitechapel Road.
Whitechapel Road is yours for 50 Monopoly dollars.
And now, Dinosaur's turn. And for some reason, he's ended up unlucky. He's got a chance card and it asked him to take a walk on Mayfair. So now he has to pay rent on Mayfair and he likely doesn't have any more properties. So here's how the game is going to end. Pay rent on Mayfair.
You don't have enough cash to pay and you only have one property left. Give it to Race Car. The game is over. Let's see who won. T-Rex, you're bankrupt, and the winner is Race Car with 4,650 Monopoly dollars. Congratulations!
And that is how a game can end. So anyone in the comments, if you know what properties are on the UK Monopoly voice banking board, let me know, because I will do a video where me and my brother are playing playing Monopoly, so that I can then demonstrate it properly. Because with my visual impairment, I can't see what's on the Monopoly board, and there's a chance that the voice banking unit won't understand you properly, if you know what I mean. But that's how Monopoly voice banking works. If there's any questions you have in the comments, then feel free to let me know. And also feel free to help me out as well. I got this for Christmas back in 2021, but we never had a chance to play it. I saw this on the Gadget Show, so I thought, why not? And Dad got this. This originally came out in 2019. You can still get Monopoly voice banking. A link to it will be in the description. I hope you enjoyed this video, and why not have a go at playing Monopoly voice banking now that you own it. Now, a few more things about the electronic banking unit before we end this. It's recommended to use fresh batteries for the electronic voice banking unit instead of the demo batteries. While I'm here, I'm going to go put it back in the box, but I can still talk to you while that's going on. You'll also might want to put the unit on the top hat, because that just makes sense, really. Now, only 4 players can play this version of Monopoly. Only 4 players can play this version of Monopoly. So, again, if you've got family members, a family of 4 can easily play at this. So you don't have to worry about who.
Notification VFX loves your comment. YouTube logo VFX loves your comment. Yamaha PSR 220. Wow, it's above average. VFX Jordan likes it well. I have to say that the PSR 220 definitely gets a point for design, being the notification jack in the box.
I don't know why, but the Linux version of Chrome always likes to read your emails a lot. So sorry for the rude introduction. So that was Monopoly Electronic Voice Banking Edition. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Stop taking.
I am Jordan, signing off, saying have a good day, everyone.